What up? What up? Episode 29, SBK, Snoop Be Knowing, episode 29. Tonight we talking about, is Diddy done? Is Diddy done? By now everybody done seen he got arrested. The feds came, got him. They denied his bail. He tried again. They denied his bail again. He turned in his passports. His children turned in his passports. He bought out his house, so he ain't had no mortgage, so he could use that for buying a bail. They still denied it. Is Diddy done? Episode 29 of Snoop Be Knowing. Appreciate y'all joining tonight. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button on the YouTube. The link in the Instagram bio. At Snoop Be Knowing on Instagram. At Snoop Be Knowing on YouTube. TikTok. All your socials. Same handle. At Snoop Be Knowing. Make sure y'all follow the page. Hit the like and subscribe button. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We live on Facebook. We live on Instagram. And if you're in the chat right now, hit the like button for me so we could get the video out to everybody. So this is what we talking about tonight. Is Diddy done? You know he been held off, no bond. He locked up. The feds got him. And I asked the question, is he done? Y'all think he gonna get out? Y'all think he gonna get some real time? Y'all think he gonna get a slap on the wrist? Y'all think, what y'all thinking? I want to know what y'all thinking, because then I'm gonna let y'all know what it is, because Snoop Be Knowing. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll up in the chat right now. I see a couple y'all firing off right now. Shell said a little slap on the wrist. Black Capo said Diddy getting off. Saints fans say make that nigga do community service for the Baby Earl alone. Yo, the Baby Earl? 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. 1,000 bottles, my nigga? Not 999. 999, all right. I can see you with a 999 bottles. But 1,000? That's why I draw the line at. What you could do with that 1,000 that you couldn't do with the 999? Like, what was the point of making that bitch an even 1,000? You heard me? 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl. Yeah, he a wild boy. He had a lot of slippery shit going on. Now they on Facebook say he nasty. He should be done. No, he is not the first, but oh well. I don't know. Not telling with Hollywood and money. Roma said Kim Porter's book dropped. If he ain't, he should be. Homie is sick. I don't think her book dropped. I saw some people, that was some bullshit on online where they was dropping like supposed excerpts from her book, but that wasn't really her book, dude. Where we at on Instagram? What y'all saying on Instagram in the chat? Straight Jake said he probably missed a few bottles. King Bill say somebody got a fact check. I heard not only was there 1,000 bottles, but there was all a gallon. Yo, a gallon? 1,000 bottles, 1,000 gallon bottles of Baby Earl ain't no fucking weed, dog. Saints fans say probably had in alphabetical order of scent. Yo, listen. 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl is wild work. That's wild work. So let's get into the whole. He got 3 counts. 3 counts of, I think, sex trafficking. I'm gonna have to look it up. But it was only 3 counts. And I'm saying only 3 counts because we see a lot of people, and they trying it as a RICO. They trying it as a criminal enterprise, because they saying he was getting his employees from his businesses to book these prostitutes and buy these drugs and fly these prostitutes across state lines, which makes it a federal crime. Sex trafficking. So clear up the sex trafficking shit for people who just hear sex trafficking and just automatically think young girls, underage girls, drugged up. That's not always the case. Yeah, that is a part of sex trafficking. But sex trafficking is just paying for sex, prostitution, and you moving them from cross state lines. That's sex trafficking. They could consent to it. They could be down with it. It could be their business. But if you participating in it and doing it, you participating in the sex trafficking. So just want to throw that out there, because I really ain't seen nothing yet where it say he had underage girls. Not saying he didn't. I don't know what the man had. I'm just saying the paperwork and everything that came out and all the conversations that's been had, I haven't seen nothing where they said it was underage girls. it's just sex trafficking. He was paying for prostitutes, having these freak offs, and flying them, I guess, from Miami to New York to Cali, wherever else he was at, crossing state lines, and that's sex trafficking. Straight Jigs say trafficking is trafficking, which is down bad. What you mean? Niggas say trying to clear Diddy name. I'm not clearing nobody's name. See, y'all be hearing stuff that I'm not saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just clearing the definition for people who don't know what trafficking is. Because people automatically hear trafficking and you think of some girl doped up in the back of a bus being shipped against her will, woo-de-woo. And that happens. And I don't know if Diddy did that or not. All I'm saying is that's not the only definition of trafficking. Trafficking could be between two willing parties who one paying for the service of the other and getting flown out or drove out across the state line from one state to another state for the purpose of going to have sex. Whether both of them consent, but they exchanging money for it, it's sex trafficking. That's all I'm saying. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not talking clean Diddy name or none of that shit. Excuse me, y'all. So, and I say he only got 3 counts. So they got him indicted on 3 counts. And I say only 3 because we see these RICO cases or we see these Fed cases where niggas be having 50, 60, 13 charges, 14, they be having multiple charges. And then when it come down to it, they only get convicted on 3, 4, 5 of them. So I'm saying he only got 3. So if you got 30 and you only get convicted on 3, 4, 5 of them, if you got 3, I might be feeling a little aight. I feel like if you done went through all of my shit, you done got all these tapes, you done raided my cribs, and you can only bring up 3 charges, 3 counts, I might be feeling aight. Diddy and his team seem like they feeling aight. They think they could beat the shit. Now the thing about beating it, it's a Fed case. And everybody know the feds, they don't come unless they got their T's crossed and I's dotted. Their conviction rate is impeccable. It's something like 90-some% conviction rate. But their conviction rate is so high because most of the time, you taking a plea. Most of the time, Fed cases don't go to trial. Let me say it again. Fed cases don't go to trial. It's like 2% of Fed cases that make it to trial. Feds bring cases to you that's so strong and so ironclad that you don't want to go to trial because they're going to throw life in front of you and you so spooked and so scared of life, you going to take their plea. So if they was telling you life, you going to plead down to 20 years, 30 years without even taking the shit to trial. Niggas don't play with the feds. They think they case is so strong they don't even take it to court. So Fed cases, 2% go to court. 90-something conviction rate. But that ain't a real conviction if everybody just bowing out. And Diddy team seem like they ain't bowing out against these three counts. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck the nigga was doing. They say he got freak offs on camera. He got cameras all around his house. He was using to extort people or to threaten people. I feel like they're going to have to prove all that. They got to have witnesses. They got to have somebody who's going to take the stand on him. If they ain't got nobody who's going to take the stand on him, Diddy might could beat that shit. He might could beat the shit. The feds, you got to be able to prove I was paying this broad for sex to fly from Miami to LA. Ain't no receipts for that type of shit. Motherfucker ain't ringing you up and giving you no receipt for, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna have to prove that whatever money he was giving to whoever he was giving, it was for the purpose of sex and sex alone and being flown to different states and crossing state lines. His team seemed like they're ready to go to war about it. Now, normally that's how I do. Nigga bring you in, you say not guilty automatically. Then, over the time of discovery and litigation and getting ready to go to trial or preparing for trial, sooner or later, somewhere along the way, a deal worked out. Somebody, you're going to plead guilty You're going to take a lesser charge, whatever the case. I think that's what's going to happen with Diddy. I think Diddy he pleading innocent right now. Motherfucker pleading innocent. These people say they got tapes. They got tape phone conversations. They got the lube. The Baby Earl, 1,000 bottles. You heard me? They got 1,000 bottles of Baby Earl on a nigga. And the nigga still say he innocent. And his team still over on TV and saying he innocent and saying he gonna fight. I don't know if he done. So I think one of the counts he facing life. See, and that's the thing. You can't play with that. Who gonna play with life? Who gonna go to trial facing life? Niggas gonna bow out of that. Innocent or not. And that's what be happening with a lot of cases, man. They think a motherfucker who plead guilty is guilty. Nah, nigga, I'm pleading guilty because if I go to court and I can't prove this shit, or if your lawyer better than mine, I'm going to get life. Whether I did this shit or not, I'm going to get life. So I'm going to plead out. I'm going to plead guilty. I'm going to take my lick and take the lesser charge or the lesser time. That don't mean a motherfucker guilty just because they plead guilty. Now, I ain't even saying about Diddy, but I'm just saying just in a court system, period. And that's how a lot of motherfuckers end up innocent in jail just because they bring these charges on you knowing you can't fight them and win them and take you to jail. You could be innocent. Saints fans say, why do the illegal shit in the first place? That's the real issue. But what was he doing that's illegal? So we still don't know what he did that's illegal. Unless the sex trafficking. I mean, let's be real. Let's be fucking real. Hold on. Disclaimer. I am not here to fight for Diddy. I'm not here to plead his case. I'm not here to say he an innocent man or none of that. I'm just telling you what Snoop know. I know every nigga with money pay for pussy. And every nigga pay for pussy regardless, in some shape, form, or fashion, nigga. If you taking her out, if you buying her clothes, if you buying her bags, that's an exchange, nigga. All of us men have paid for sex in our lifetime in one shape, form, or another. That shit is whack to me. Now, unless you bringing somebody, you holding somebody against their will, you heard me? You drugging them. Now they say they was drugged. Are they being drugged or are they taking drugs? That's the difference. If all these motherfuckers in the party taking drugs that I got, yeah, I'm supplying the drugs. See all the legal shit, the legal black and white shit is fucked up. Because we done all been at parties where somebody got weed and they passing the weed around. Or somebody got pills and in black and white legal, that's illegal. But are you actually morally doing something to these people that they don't want done to them? See, that shit is kind of flaky to me. You playing with somebody's life, ready to throw them away over some shit that everybody was participating in. If they all participating, if they all willing parties, who's to say is what? Alexis on Facebook say, what's the difference in a regular nigga flying a female out? You know what the fuck going on when you hop on that plane. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get Diddy off. I'm not on Diddy's side. None of that. I'm just speaking as a regular nigga who know females get flew out all the time. They ain't getting flew out to go sit and look in each other's face all weekend. They fucking. You getting flew out and you know you going fuck. You know she coming fuck. So I don't understand. I don't understand, but I do understand because that's the way the law works. They don't care. They gonna get it out you. They don't care. Yeah, it is normal. Yeah, it is what people do, but it's illegal, quote unquote. But having said all that, I haven't seen nothing where it say Diddy is forcing people. And they like to use your power and your stature to say that you are forcing people to do stuff. My stance has always been, if he using these young girls for sex, just like he using them, they using him for his resources, his money, his influence. They ain't doing this for no broke nigga. Broke nigga could not be carrying on freak parties. Diddy been doing this shit for 25 years? Broke nigga can't do that. People who doing that, participating in that, going to that, allowing it to happen, allowing themselves to do this is because he using them for sex and they using him for his influence, his money, his power, position. So why is he the only guilty party in that? That's what I don't like about the whole situation. I don't like that you try to point the finger at one particular person when all these adults was consenting. Now, if it come out that he had underage girls or boys, yeah, do what you need to do with them. But so far, I ain't seen none of that. I don't know if y'all seen that. Y'all can let me know in the chat if y'all seen anything in the paperwork that say he had underage girls or boys participating in these freak offs. By the way, freak off is a wild fucking term. Freak off is a wild term, my nigga. Like, who came up with this shit? Like, freak off. That sounds like some shit like a competition, nigga. Who could outlast? Who could last the longest in the freak off? And that might be what the fuck was going on in that motherfucker. A fucking freak off. Yo, that's some wild shit. On another note, if I'm a billionaire, single man, not married, never been married, a billionaire, you don't think I'm gonna be doing some wild shit? You don't think I'm gonna be doing some wild sexual shit as a man? As a billionaire man, no limits, women around the world, we surprised by this nigga having a fucking freak off? I feel like that shit was okay. Tell me something else. Tell me something that I wasn't expecting. Shit. A billionaire having orgies and shit. Oh, yeah. Tell me something I don't know, nigga. Where's the fucking big shocker? Where's the fucking drop your jaw moment? Because that wasn't it. Even 1,000 bottles of fucking Baby Earl. Yeah, that's wild to an average nigga. But nigga, if I got this shit popping off monthly or weekly or whatever the case, you think nigga about to keep going to the store and buy a Baby Earl? I'm not about to keep going and buy a Baby Earl. I'm about to get 1,000 bottles in this bitch. Have them bitch on stock. You heard me? When we need that, look, go in the back. I got that. You heard me? I got the Baby Earl on deck. I'm about to keep going to fucking Walmart for Baby Earl, and I'm a billionaire. You lucky all he had was 1,000. Shit. Alexis on Facebook say, look at Carisha. $500K a month. Yeah, I know she was all down. Man, facts. If he was breaking her off an allowance monthly, she there for that reason. She fucking with this nigga for that. She fucking with this nigga, this boss nigga, this billionaire nigga for $500K a month, bags, shopping sprees, whatever else. And on the back end, he gonna freak me off. You heard me? Man, they say that boy Diddy had IVs set up at his freak off spot from niggas getting dehydrated off the drugs and alcohol and just fucking. Now, if you ask me, that sound like a responsible nigga. Y'all ain't coming here to die. Y'all coming here to bust some nuts. I can't have y'all coming here and dying. I'm gonna have this shit set up shop. You heard me? I got shop set up for y'all. You're dehydrated. You done all your fluids gone. You done let all your little fluids out. You heard me? All that baby batter all over the place. Go back there and rehydrate, my boy. Yeah, I got you. Go back there, hour, 2 hours, however long that shit take. You hear me? Come back to the freak off later. Y'all tripping. My thing is, we got to mind broke people business. I'm a broke nigga. I don't have no money like that. My lifestyle ain't like that. My lifestyle is simple. I'm married with kids, go to work, come home, pick up kids, do homework, bedtime, baths. That's my life. A billionaire motherfucker can't relate to my life. I don't expect them to. I can't respect to a nigga who done made $1 billion and own multiple companies and houses all over the world and women at his fingertips. I can't relate to that. I can only imagine. I can only fucking imagine. Nah, him beating all these women and shit, you can get him for that. Get that nigga for that. Get that nigga for beating all these women. I ain't with that. That's illegal. That's down bad. As a man, that's just whack and corny. Nigga, as a man, I never wanted to even fight a little nigga that I know I could wash up. I'm not about to fight this little nigga. That look bad on my part. Fuck, I'm fighting this little nigga for. So as a man, I'm definitely not about to be beating up and dragging and punching on women. What that do for me? So on them charges, yeah, 100%. Got him. But at the same time, once again, not my lifestyle, not my way of living. I don't know. These women keep coming around. Everybody. So it's been rumored about Diddy for years. And people who've never got involved with Diddy still go get involved with Diddy. Knowing everything that they done heard, knowing all the rumors, knowing all the possibilities, all the freak off shit. This shit ain't new. We've been heard about this shit. So if you done heard all this and then you still decide to go and get involved in that, is that not what you wanted? Are you not entertained? You clearly want this. You clearly willing to risk and put up with whatever to be a part of whatever that shit is. That's all I'm saying. So, but what I think with the freak offs, I don't think that shit was illegal. Now they're gonna try to, of course, they're gonna trump up some charges. You got the drugs, you got the paying women for sex. You got to prove all that. But at the end of the day, all them 3 counts, I think the boy might be able to slide out. I think the boy might get out without doing no real major time. First of all, we rarely see billionaires go to jail. Now, this nigga is a black billionaire. That's different. The game is different. But we rarely see a billionaire or multi-millionaire really go to jail. Too many resources, too many connections, too much money at the end of the day. Even though they turned down his 50 mil bail, that was shocking. You know the government, they always want that money. Nigga turn down 50 mil? Oh, yeah, nigga, they after you. They want you. Turn down $50 million for bail, they want you, nigga. It ain't even about the money at this point. They coming for heads. They want heads to rule. You've been doing this too long. You've been operating in this safe space too long, my nigga. But having said that, I never seen too many billionaires going to jail, multi-millionaires going to jail. And if they do, it be some light work. So in my mind, I'm seeing this nigga get time, but I'm saying listen, point blank period, he getting time. Point blank period, Diddy is going to jail. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He going to jail. The question is how long he going to jail and what he going to jail for. Feds got him. Well, he already in jail. So prison, he going to prison. Diddy is going to prison. Ain't no way around it. They got you. You is not about to be found not guilty on all counts. You going to jail. You about to get some time. How much time and what charges, that's what they got to figure out. That's what his team got to figure out. If I'm Diddy, man, anything over 5 years, I can't do it. Anything over 5 years, what that nigga like 56, 55, some shit like that? Man, you got to give me, I'm telling my lord, you 3 counts, I need a year for each count. I'll take 3 years. Shit. I'll take 3. If I gotta take 5, I guess I gotta take 5. But I ain't trying to do no 10, 15, 12, man. I can't do that. I'm 56 years old. He better figure out some type of plea. He gotta plead. And that's the whole thing with the feds. They got you. Boom, we got you. We got you between a rock and a hard place. Now what you gonna do, nigga? You ain't going to trial with this. But stop myself. Feds don't normally go to trial. They scare you off so much that you're not even willing to take it to trial. But Diddy might be arrogant enough to take that to trial. He might be arrogant enough to take it to trial. I don't think he that crazy, but the arrogance, the power that he have and been having for half of his life might make him think he could fucking beat the feds. And he might could, but I wouldn't risk it. I go in next, say, you gonna take them 5 or you gonna take that shit to trial? Man, listen, take them 5, Diddy. They got you. So is Diddy done? Snoop say he ain't done. He ain't going to jail I don't think he's going to jail for no double digits. I would be real surprised if Diddy go to jail for double digits. I can see him doing 5. I can see him getting 5. I can see him copping some type of plea, working out some type of deal. And let's not forget, it's always the option of telling. That's the number one option. Don't fucking forget. There's always the option of telling. Get up there like Nino Brown. This bigger than P. Diddy. Shh. It's always the option to tell. You cooperate, it's always the option to break these charges down, to break these numbers down. Get this life out of here. That's first and foremost. I got to get this life charge. I got to get this life out of here. By any means necessary. I'm telling y'all right now. If it's me and I'm in that bitch and they talking about life, oh no. I got to tell on y'all. I got to tell on Jigga. I got to tell on Beyonce. I got to tell on whoever the fuck, Bishop, what his name is, TD Jakes. I got to tell on all y'all. I'm not going to jail for no fucking life because we was out here partying and wilding. Life? Who life? Who life? Ain't mine. Yeah, I'm signing whatever you need me to sign. For life? Buying some partying and shit? Wilding out? Drugs and drinking and fucking? Nah. Not happening. And I know Diddy ain't letting it happen. Say what you want. I know that nigga ain't going down like that. I know that nigga gonna tell on everybody. Whoever was in them fucking beds. All in between them sheets, he telling. You hear me? I go ahead next and leave the Carters out of it. Boy, you crazy. If you think them people wasn't in there wilding too, we already know Jigga was wilding. Before Beyonce. We know Jigga was wilding long before Beyonce. You think these parties been going on forever, nigga? Since Aaliyah. You got all these pictures of Aaliyah. Nigga, Aaliyah, let me say something. God bless the dead. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I ain't wrong because I be knowing. I ain't never wrong. They was flipping the hell out of Aaliyah. You hear what I'm telling you? Them niggas was flipping the hell out of Aaliyah. From fucking Jigga to Dame to Puffy, R. Kelly. Man, they was flipping that girl. Oh, she probably was a wild freak too. Now they say, so you think Diddy gonna sing? Yes, that nigga gonna sing. Yes. If that's an option to not get life in jail, hell yeah. Now they say Aaliyah was underage. Yeah, she was underage when she was fucking with R. Kelly. But I'm talking about later on in her career when she was fucking with Dame and all them. She was grown then. Now they say definitely was flipping her and her parents took the money and ran. Oh yeah. That was from when she was underage. When she was fucking with R. Kelly, her people was getting that bread and telling her to go do what she need to go do. That's why I don't just blame the nigga who doing it. I blame they people. They people always be the one behind the shit, setting it up. You heard me? The people always be setting it up. I go and next say them picks cap. Nigga, ain't nothing cap about that shit. Ain't nothing cap about that, nigga. That's actual factual, nigga. She was getting flipped in a little circle, dog. I can imagine what was going on in them parties. I go and next say Dame said nothing happened when Aaliyah was at the parties. Nigga, that's what he's supposed to say. What you think he gonna say? What you think he gonna say? That's what he's supposed to say. Come on now. We know better than that. We're not about to listen to the nigga who was with the Chris in his hand and you heard me? That ain't the nigga we listening to. She. That nigga Diddy definitely gonna tell. And if he don't tell, he crazy. Straight J say gotta blame everybody, but it's still ultimately their own fault. Yeah, facts. Facts. So Diddy, is he done? Once again, I don't think he done. I don't think Diddy is done. I don't think Diddy is going to jail for a significant amount of time like everybody making it out to be. Yes, it's a Fed case. Yes, the Fed's conviction rate is 90-some%. Yes, the Feds only take 2%. If you don't believe what I'm saying, look it up. I don't just be saying shit. I really be looking into shit. 2% of Fed cases go to trial. Criminal, violent shit go to trial. Only 2%. And only 2% going. That's crazy. That's a crazy number. Only 2% going to trial. That's because everybody copping out. Everybody taking pleas. Everybody turning informant. Everybody telling. You're crazy if you think Diddy gonna be any different. Diddy about to tell on everybody. Everybody. And I don't blame him. I'm not about to go to jail for the rest of my life. When I was throwing parties and y'all, nigga, I didn't come drag y'all to my party. See, that's the crazy thing about this shit. I didn't drag y'all to my party. I didn't kidnap women to sex traffic them across state lines. They came, they wanted to be paid to come and fuck at my parties. This is what they wanted to do. People who came to my parties, this is what they wanted to do. I'm not about to go to jail for life for that shit. I'm telling on everybody. Fuck out of here. TD Jakes, you better get your fucking congregation in order, nigga. Cause your name, I'm about to put your name on the ballot. I know they want you. I'm gonna serve you up first. She. I'm gonna serve that nigga TD Jakes. Huh? Everybody will know what TD stand for by the time I'm done. I don't even know what that shit stand. TD, I don't know what that stand for. But if I'm Diddy, everybody gonna know what TD stand for by the time I'm done. Shit. I'm telling on everybody. Shall say the pastor gotta go too. He the first to go. I know they want him. He the first to go. I know they want him. I'm gonna give you niggas who y'all want. Y'all want, that's who y'all want? Oh, let me tell y'all what this nigga been doing. What we been doing at the party. Nah, dog. I can't go down for life for no shit like that. For people who was all in agreement or some shit. DJ Hollygrove, what up, my boy? DJ Hollygrove say he done. Why you think he done? Why you think he done? The reason why I don't think the nigga done, I haven't seen nothing where it say underage people, if you charge them with sex trafficking, all right, you got to prove this. How are you proving that I paid these people specifically just to come fuck? How can you prove that? DJ Hollygrove said he the black Epstein. See, Epstein was fucking with kids. He was fucking with kids, and he was taking kids against their will and shit. They ain't saying none of this about Diddy. Just sound like nigga was having freak offs. You heard me? Sound like nigga was having freak offs. That's it. I'm not with throwing a nigga life away because he was freaking off. Now, like I said, beating them bitches and all that. Yeah, you gotta go. You beating women, you stomping them out and all that. You doing too much, my nigga. That's too much. Charge that nigga with that shit. Give him whatever time you gonna give for that. But everything else, nah. DJ Hollygrove say trafficking and people got texts and docs. Man, listen, I could text you anything. He said he was forcing folks to be sex slaves. That was in the Cassie suit. That's in the suit, but we talking about the criminal case. So everything that was in the Cassie suit, that's neither here nor there. We talking about the stuff that's brought on by the feds, the criminal case. The criminal case, they not saying nothing about him keeping people against their will. I didn't see that. Now, if anybody got receipts and saw that, screenshot it, send it to the DM at Snoop Be Knowing, I look at it and I say, okay, I was wrong. DJ Hollygrove say, how can he call in? On Facebook, I don't know. I don't think you could call in on Facebook, but come over to Instagram at Snoop Be Knowing. You could join in on at Snoop Be Knowing. Come over on Instagram, my boy, at Snoop Be Knowing, and you could join in on the live. And I hear what you're talking about. But I just don't see it. So yeah, it's text messages. I saw some text messages that they outlined in the case what they saying, these women, a couple women was saying how he beat them. They was talking to him about, you did this to me. You dragged me down the hall. You did this. So that's what I'm saying. You got him on that. But if you telling me I paid you for sex and that's in text messaging, I really doubt that they giving specifics in a text message that's saying pay X amount of dollars for X amount of service. What up, DJ Holly Grove? What's going on, my boy? Yeah, there you go. Hand up. So I'm saying I don't think Diddy done. I'm saying I think Diddy gonna get some light work. He going to jail. He going to prison. There's no way around that. Feds got him. There's no way you not going to jail, my nigga. They got you. It's just a matter of how long you going for and who you telling on your way down. What you saying, Holly Grove? Oh, you.
I had to connect my ear. So look, when I say that he's like Epstein, I don't mean exactly like him. You hear me? Like with the kid shit. But that was what part was in the Cassie suit. You hear me? That's some of what Cassie touched on about basically when she was with that nigga, he was really paying her to be a sex slave. You hear me? That is why they started investigating. Some of the shit, like a lot of the shit that they were investigating came from that Cassie suit.
Right.
Because if you're gonna look at some of the shit that she was alleging abuse, she was alleging sexual assault and things of that nature.
Right.
So what happens is a lot of people don't realize this is that when you file this case, it go to the public. You hear me? It's
right.
To the public eye. So
right.
If you go and look up that shit, well, I believe it's sealed because somebody didn't go to trial or whatever. But that's what made the FBI start looking in the first place.
Right.
Like, well, if he settled, you hear me, or if the company felt like, you hear me,
it was enough to make him settle. Right. It was some guilt there.
That quick, then exactly. So that's what made them go look into it. So it's like, if a nigga sued me, if I got a business partner and I fucking steal $250,000 from the company, and a nigga sue me, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna give you $250,000. The FBI can come look into my shit for embezzlement and money laundering and fraud and all type of other shit.
Right. So
CEOs, a lot of niggas get caught up.
So what I'm saying, everything you said, 100% correct. That whole Cassie situation basically put him on the radar. That whole Cassie suit put him on the radar, and the Fed said, "Oh, this nigga paying $30 million to get rid of this." So they dove into it. They started looking into it. All of that shit. So apparently they got the book too. You talking about the Kim Porter book.
No, not Kim Porter, Cassie.
Oh yeah, she was writing a tell-all book. That's how it started. So people who don't know, she dropped the lawsuit, but before the lawsuit, she was coming out with a book, and she basically hit up Diddy people and was like, "Listen, if y'all don't want this book to come out, y'all gotta run me my money." Diddy said, "Do what you do." Then they say, "Well, we gonna sue you." Diddy said, "Do what you do." She sued the nigga. She put it out there, and then he was like, "Oh shit." And he had to scramble and go pay her that money to shut the shit down. I guess he didn't think she was gonna go through with it, but she did a big one and went through with it. And everything, that shit snowballed into everything what it is right now. The feds called Win, and it's been on ever since. But what I'm saying is, everything that she alleged in her suit and that brought the feds on, they didn't include everything in the criminal case against him, no. Because remember, he only got indicted on 3 counts. I can't remember exactly what the 3 counts. I know one was sex trafficking. But he only got indicted on 3 counts. And that's not a lot. You know, normally when they do these RICOs and basically they're saying, did he use his company, his enterprise to influence people, to make them do stuff, illegal things, transporting shit over state lines. So that's why it's a RICO case. And most RICO, look at the Young Thug situation with his RICO. They gonna trump up, they gonna bring you 1,000 charges, hoping whatever stick. And they're going to frighten you into to backing down and pleading out. And I'm only saying that because if they did this and they only got 3 counts on Diddy, it must not be a whole lot in my mind.
Well, initial indictment, just because they charged him with that now, don't
Facts.
they come and add some shit on there.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And two, you remember, Diddy basically, he didn't surrender, quote unquote, but like, it was more like, well, I'm gonna be here, such and such, so we just gonna make it real easy. Like, but when they arrested that nigga, you see the video, they ain't handcuffed that nigga, nothing. They just,
They walked him out.
You know who we are? All right, yeah.
Right.
Put that hell on that back here and walk that ball out that bitch. So we don't know what the side deals them niggas did. Well, look, let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and take these indictments. We're gonna plead not guilty. We're gonna go through the trial. We're gonna come back and you don't know what them niggas did. You know what I'm saying?
One of a kind Nell on Instagram say they definitely building a case. Listen, they already built their case. See,
Yeah, but the feds come get you,
they already built their case. We getting the back end of this. So listen, Diddy Ben knew he was going to jail. If you follow the situation, he turned his passports in April because he knew he was going to be trying to get a bond whenever they come get him. He paid off the rest of his house in May, I think. He had 18 mil left on his crib. He paid that off so he could get the full financial worth of it, which was 48 mil, I think. Because he knew when he went to jail, he was going to try to use that for bail. And his mom a $2 million house. So he been knew this was coming. We just seen it. The feds been built their case. Once they come get you, the case is built.
That's why I've been cut you off. See, that's why nigga ain't getting no bond. You hear me? Because it's that racketeering.
Yeah.
Transportation to prostitution.
Yeah.
Number one, everybody know that any type of prostitution or trafficking charge, they gonna damn near try to throw the book at you. You hear me? Like, this niggas out here in Houston, I cuss.
Yeah, you could cuss, nigga.
This niggas out here in Houston. This niggas out here in Houston who rap, you hear me? That was getting them prostitution and pimp charges.
Right.
Doing 30 years.
Because it's so easy to get a prostitution charge, a pimp charge, because like I said, this is a normal act that everybody doing. But once they come, nigga, what you doing is illegal in the eyes of the law. You paying bitches to come out and fucking go ahead and fuck. That's illegal. That's prostitution. Miss Jones said somebody about to use Diddy to make their career. That's another thing. See, y'all see this shit as just about right and wrong. This shit ain't never about just right and wrong. These people don't care nothing about right and wrong. These people making careers. They making names. They climbing up the ladder off your back. They gonna bring you down to make a name for themselves to climb up that ladder.
So this is why you gotta pay attention to the detail, right? So in the indictment, he was indicted on racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, right?
Right.
That means that they have more than enough evidence that they feel as though they can convict them. And again, remember we talking about the Fed, who currently has a 98% conviction ratio. I don't know if everybody realizes that.
So look.
It was 95, but it's 98 now.
So I touched on that probably before you came in. Like you said, they got a 98. I'm not sure what the exact, but it's 90 something, like 97, 90. They got a large conviction rate, but that's kind of skewed because they got that big of a conviction rate because most of those cases never even, they only take 2% of cases to trial. Only 2% of that is going to trial. Motherfuckers is not going to trial against the feds. They pleading out. So the feds are gonna stack, and that's why I'm saying I think he could be all right because the feds gonna bring so many charges on you and stack so many times, so much years on you that you gonna take a deal. You not going to trial. You not going to court. But with Diddy only having these 3, but even in these 3, they talking about life. So he's still gonna plead out. He's still going to jail. There's no way around that. He going to jail.
In the indictment, they said that they have corroborating evidence that he also partook in kidnapping, forced labor, robbery, and other crimes. Meaning they got a little bit on it, but not enough to. That's why it wasn't an indictment.
Right. Somebody say I use baby oil. I haven't been arrested. But did you have 1,000? Did you have 1,000 bottles of that shit in your crib? You heard me? She said, Cash said, this is not fair. I stand with Diddy. Them niggas like this shit. Listen, man, I'm not going to say I stand with Diddy. I'm not going to say I'm against Diddy. I just know as a billionaire motherfucker in this world, it's nothing that I could comprehend what these motherfuckers is getting into and doing. I'm not surprised by nothing I would hear that a billionaire is doing. Now, when it comes to beating these women and abusing these women, stomping these women out and all that, I'm firmly against that. That's corny, nigga. That's whack. Ain't no real man punching and beating on women like that. So get them. I feel like you could get them with that. All the rest of the shit, I feel like y'all trying to make an example out of them. Y'all trying to give them a hard time. You trying to make a name off of it. Other than that.
See, like I ain't tripping about a nigga having parties. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I tell niggas be acting all the time.
Right.
So, bro, have you ever been to any parties? And I tell niggas, I have a rule. If your party, like an event, like example, when you go to Dave Chappelle's show, they make you lock your phone up. You hear me? So you can't record
right.
This nigga set.
Right. That's a few of them. A few of them do that.
Go to a party where I gotta put my phone up, I'm not going, bro.
Right. Right. And so that's what I was saying, my nigga. If you going somewhere, that's what I'm saying about Diddy. He was throwing these parties, these fucking freak offs, or whatever they calling them. Motherfuckers was coming to his shit. He wasn't going out snatching people. He wasn't going out drugging you and throwing you in a. Y'all was coming there willingly. I don't like the.
You hear me? My little dog got a little freak, so shit, nigga, we gotta go get this room. Shit, when I'm done with this, you on the next one. It ain't like that. You hear me? You gonna get prostitutes.
Right.
From wherever you get them from.
Right.
And paying them, and then when they like, all right, I'm tired, I'm ready to go. After 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nah, my nigga, ain't no time to go. That's what we. Hey, look, that's what we got the IVs for in the back. That's what we got the IVs for in the back. You ain't got to go nowhere, man. Go recharge, you heard me? Man, listen. Man, at the end of the day, pretty sure there's a whole lot of illegal shit going on. A lot of wrong shit going on. I don't think it should be a nigga life thrown away behind it. He gonna get some time. Who he gonna tell on? We gonna see what names come up. Cause he gonna tell on some people. It's gonna be his only way out. He got to tell on somebody. He got to cop to something.
Listen, that's all I'm gonna see. You know him and that nigga Donald Trump was like this at one point in time.
Man, him and a lot of motherfuckers.
For the public eye. But for the public eye, it's just crazy that Donald Trump name is on that document.
Yeah. Cash say political party leaders be freaked out. They all listen. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna get out of here. It was the guy was running for governor. The guy was running for governor in Florida. I forgot his name. I won't say Gillum. Don't quote me on that, but y'all look it up. He's a black dude. He was running for governor in Florida a couple years ago. Married man with children, beautiful wife and kids. Right before election time, he got caught. Andrew Gillum. He got caught in a fucking freak off. But it was a fucking male freak off. This nigga OD'd off a coke or something. And they called him that. And this nigga passed out, foaming from the mouth. And he had an orgy party with all men. And they came out, they put it out. So what I'm saying that to say, all these motherfuckers be in on this type of wild shit. Do what you will with that information, you heard me? DJ Hollygrove, I appreciate you calling in, my boy. Episode 29 of Snoop Be Knowing. This was a good one. I'll be back next week with a new topic, you heard me? Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube page. The YouTube link in the bio on Instagram at Snoop Be Knowing. Subscribe to the YouTube, y'all. I need that. I need them YouTubes. I need them YouTube subscriptions, you heard me? Make sure you follow the page on Instagram. If you new to the chat here, hit that follow button on Instagram for your boy. Cash say, damn, my orgy party be lame compared to this. Listen, man, you can't put nothing past billionaires. You can't put nothing past politicians. You can't put nothing past motherfuckers who don't obey and live in the same guidelines as we do. We don't live in a realm. They live above us. They live in a different realm. They operate differently. They answer to different laws and rules. I'm not surprised by none of that, man. But y'all be good, man. I'll be back next week, Monday at 6. Snoop Be Knowing. We always live. The YouTube will be up later on. Appreciate y'all joining in, man. Good night.